Let's get to the video. Okay, if you can see by the title, this is about breakups, and I've been through plenty of them. And one thing I always pay attention to is the things that I learn, the things that I experience. Like I'm very like into paying attention to certain things that cause certain effects on me, because I really want to know why certain things have effects on me. And I'm a big believer of like, I don't have to react to everything. Like if I'm going through something, if something hurts, I get like habits, but I don't have to go through stuff like that. It's like my decision. And most of the time of course I decide like I'm not gonna go through certain things, and I will start readjusting myself pretty quickly. Like that's just something that I've done since I've learned how to do it. And I've been through so many breakups that I'm almost a pro at it. Like just moving forward with whatever. And the crazy thing is like, yeah, sometimes they come out of nowhere, but like I said, like currently I'm kind of in that energy where if I don't want to do something, I'm not going to do it. That includes going through heartbreak, and sometimes like I'm not saying like them unnecessary feelings aren't there. Like those feelings that you can't help. I'm talking about things that I feel like I can control if I pay attention a little bit more, or I can control it if I put in the work to control it. And even when I'm feeling things at certain moments, like it won't be for long. It won't be long. Like I won't be sitting there dwelling into something, which there's people, and especially men, that kind of they're pros at it. And I don't know, maybe they find other people to get up under, but that's not me. And I wouldn't want to do that, because it's like I don't know. I just feel like masking things is and suppressing things is not realistic for me. So I find other ways to actually pull that energy in towards me even more, so I can understand what am I going through, or why am I feeling this way? What is such a big deal that I have to be feeling this right now? And most of the time I don't have to be, so I won't. Like I'm not going to. I'm just not going to do it. Like it's not something I feel like I can control certain things. So in that case, like, yeah, like if I can control something, like I'm 100% going to control it. The fact that I've been doing so well, and in the terms of having a breakup, and especially now, and I understand a lot more, but I also did this like a while ago when I had these two breakups that hurt me a lot. What is the reason why I'm breaking up? Because let me tell you something. I am a firm, especially now, I'm a believer of, if I'm going through a breakup, it's possible that I brought it along. Like I did something. It's not the blame game of, oh, it's my fault. And some people feel like, oh, you blaming yourself, and don't blame yourself. I am going to blame myself, because if I am a believer of attracting, then I must have attracted this to me at some point, like, or there's something that I did to attract this onto myself, because I can only attract what I am. So let me look into me a little bit more. Let me see what's going on with me internally, and then I can address that from the inside out. I'm not giving myself enough attention, like I'm not doing things that I enjoy doing. I'm not like giving myself 100% of me. And That's a huge problem. Like, my friend asked me a couple days ago, like, what's more important, you and your career or your man? And she kind of got the wrong idea because I was like, I didn't want to say my career because I felt like when you are in like a serious relationship, especially when it's like like your husband, you choose your husband over anything. And in this case, I'm not married. Um, but for me, it was my career. It was my career. Like, I said, my career. Like, I kind of said it kind of like hesitant because I didn't want to say it because I didn't want it to sound bad, but it did. It was my career that, of course, is important to me because, and I heard actually Beyonce say something about like when I don't remember what she was asked, but it was like um make sure you have, don't quote me on this, but something about make sure you have yourself together before you get married, right? And that's something I want to do. I deserve that. I feel like I am a better person when my things are aligned the right way. Like, I can give my family more attention because what I have to do is already secure within myself. My career is secured. Like, I don't have to juggle. This is good. I can now give it attention that it needs, but at least I don't have to sacrifice as much, which what I should say. I don't have to sacrifice time because what needed to be done, I gave that the time and attention it needs at the right time, and now I can focus on this, and then I still could give this time, but my family might need more of my time, and because I have my child and I have my man, that requires even more time. But if I have my career at least juggled, I can like throw in my time when needed, so I can, like, it only takes about less than 30 minutes to film my content, and then it only takes me, especially now, it takes me about definitely no more than 25 to 30 minutes to even to edit currently, unless I'm like, it's like a huge file and it's just so much, but that doesn't even help. That doesn't even happen anymore. Like, I'm getting so used to doing my content and speaking that it kind of just like, I can film really quick and edit really quick because the filming is going so well. So I'm able to give that like less than 2 hours of my day and have a full day of work completed for myself, and then I could give that time and attention that they require to them. So, and that, I'm saying this because that, when it comes to me breaking up, and like, that was just something that I seen in myself when it comes to breaking up with someone. The way that you could look at it, or that is best to look at it, is that what is something that I'm missing? Like, what am I missing? What is something that I could be doing that I haven't done yet? What is something that I have going on where I've attracted this, especially when, now it's different when, and then this is not different either actually, but I was gonna say, like, if you are like the one cheating and you're putting this person and you're just like, you know what, and it's not even kind of different because even that, like, if you're the one doing things that's causing a breakup, then you also have to look at it as why am I doing this to someone? What is missing in me that I feel like this is okay. Write things down, but pay attention to things that you haven't been giving yourself, you know? Because especially when you are extremely hurting, like, and yes, like that happens, like where you are extremely hurting, but you think that someone actually is causing your pain, but if you're giving yourself everything that you need, and you're putting your all into your relationships, but you're also putting your all into yourself, that breakup won't feel the same. Like it, like that's where you see a lot of very confident women, and then they go through breakups and they're like, whatever, like he could go, forget that guy, forget him, I don't have time, blah blah blah. Like they're really serious and they really feel what they're saying and they're confident. You look at them like, why are you so confident? Why are you so happy? Why you don't care? No, it's not that. It's that, like, I'm content and I feel good about myself and whatever. Like my things is still gonna flow the way they flow before. Like nothing's changing. You just not being here anymore. Was that the situation for me? No, not any of the times. Like years ago when I had this breakup, and I'll say I was like, okay, I was pregnant and I had a like actually I didn't break up with the person. It was over way before I found out I was pregnant. But I was pregnant and I knew that I was by myself. And I didn't know how long I was going to be by myself, but I was by myself. And so the only thing I had was a baby in my stomach. My life was great. I always think about that time, how I just went through that breakup and how I moved around. I think like one time I broke down one time, and that's because somebody was like saying things to me like, how'd you get yourself into this, blah blah blah, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't know how I got myself into this. I am so smart. How did this happen? And so I was crying about that. But other than that, I had my own huge ass plate. My room had 2 closets in it. So I had 2 closets in my bedroom. And my room was huge as well. And I had a living room, and it had this huge walk-in closet that people would tend to stay at my house and leave their shit in there for some reason. And but all of that was moved by the time the baby came. That became the baby's closet. I had jobs, I had money saved. I could really take care of this child like by myself. Like my house was made. I had like the best jobs. It wasn't the best jobs actually, but I was working 3 jobs, and I worked those jobs all the way up through my pregnancy. Like I literally stopped working before I went into labor, and that's the only reason I didn't work that day when I went into labor, because I was off. I worked up until Friday. I was actually at work on Friday, and then I went into labor on a Saturday, and that's when I stopped working. I had 3 jobs, and nobody could really come and do anything for me that I couldn't do for myself. So me walking around with a baby was like, okay, I'm freaking pregnant by myself, and it's dark as hell in this house. And it didn't have to be. Like, I had TVs, and I had 1 bedroom. So I had a TV in the living room. I had a huge TV in the living room. I had a huge TV in my room. I had it really made. And I was like, no clothes on, waking up in the middle of the night to pee, looking around like I'm really by myself. I feel good. And I'm saying I feel good as in like I was not tripping over nothing. Like, and that's what when I say like there was nothing I felt like I needed. There was nothing I felt like someone could give me. I had my own. Anyway, my point is that like the more you pay attention to you and you understand the reason for your breakup, like why you're going through what you're going through, or pay attention and focus on that, you see how easy it is to still live your life and be happy, enjoy your life the same. And it doesn't mean that it's not hard. It doesn't mean anything. It just means that you don't have to walk around a certain way. You don't have to feel like the world is over all the time. And it sucks. Like, it sucks, right? But you shouldn't let it stop you from anything. Like, just focus on you and pay attention to the things you need and cater to yourself and love yourself more and be all that you can be for you, because you still taking care of an inner child. You know, you're still taking care of you. You still have to be happy for you. You still have to move around and, you know, just be good to yourself. And that's all that there is. So thank you for tuning into this video. That's all I have for today. Like I said, follow me on Instagram. I have 2 Instagrams. Link it down at the bottom. Subscribe to this channel, please, and click that like button and click on the notifications. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Another day straight where I am creating content. But as for you, happy manifesting.